Hi, you guys. So the filming gods have spoken and they delivered my microphone today. So I'm going to film. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only. And today is May 1st. May 1st in China is Labor Day. So from the 1st until the 3rd, people don't have to work. A lot of people, they travel at this time with their families or with friends. But also a lot of people don't travel in China, like myself. Today, I decided to take you guys on a walk in my neighborhood. I live in Changning district. In the US, when you live in an area, it's called county. I'm from Milwaukee County, but in China we say district. And I just wanted to show you guys, if you come to visit Shanghai, don't be super touristy. I've lived in China for 4 years, a little more than 4 years, and I've still never done the Shanghai Tower or the Pearl Tower, which is at the Bund when you go all the way up. I'm going to do it eventually for a video and give you guys my honest opinion. There are certain touristy things you can do and certain touristy things I think you don't need to do. And something I love about Shanghai, which I keep learning more about when I live here, is just like the neighborhoods, just walking around and seeing everything. So I'm taking you first to Colombia Circle, which is like a 2-minute walk from my house. And I didn't discover it until after a year living in Changning. My apartment now, I've lived in this apartment for over a year. And before that, I lived like in the same area, just like across the street, maybe like a 10-minute walk from here. So I've always lived by Colombia Circle, and I didn't know what it was until I was in lockdown. And one of my neighbors that I met from lockdown, she was like, "Oh yeah, we live right by Colombia Circle." And I was like, "What is that?" And I discovered it. I don't think it's a super touristy place. I think a lot of people who live in Shanghai know of it, but even I've taken some of my foreign friends and they didn't know about it. So I would recommend you guys come to Colombia Circle because it's like a taste of Europe. You're in Asia, so why not feel like you're in Europe?
I've been up for 3 nights. My eyes are bloodshot red. Damn, I wanna see the sunshine.
To get into Colombia Circle, there's 2 ways. You can get off Yan'an Road, which I used to live on the other side, Yan'an Road, or you can go to Panyu Road, which is the way I came in and the way I'm going to go out. Shanghai is going to be super busy today, especially by the Bund and other touristy areas, but you can see Colombia Circle isn't that busy. So that's why I recommend you guys can come here if you're a tourist, or even if you're a foreigner and you're here during the holiday because you want to go out, but you don't want to be surrounded by crowds and police to control the crowds. But I'm going to show you a bookshop, which I like. However, I got one book from here. It's called The Idiot Brain. And I bought it because it was the only English book. There's also a cafe inside the library.
Let's get into my head. One look in the mirror, don't like what I find. I know that somewhere in there there's a good guy, but he runs away at midnight. I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. Siblings are perfect and I wish I were the same. Making bad decisions, it should be my middle name. I love playing with fire, it's my favorite. Watch it burn my whole house down, not feel a thing. One look in the mirror, don't.
Right next to the bookstore is a really nice cafe, but it kind of looks busy, so I don't think I'm going to go inside and record because I don't feel like buying anything right now. Super nice inside. You get Italian, European, French vibes, so really like this area.
I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms.
This pool area, which the first time I was here I didn't even find the pool, but I knew the pool was here. So if you see La Bench, Len Bach, don't know how to say. You go here, and then there's a place you can walk inside, and you go inside and see the pool. So there's so many cafes here you guys can eat at.
Don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Drive before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
Well, this is what happens when I'm out of my medicine. There's collateral damage. I gotta go.
I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
I love Blue Glass yogurt. They have collagen inside, and then they also do probiotics or peptide. But I guess there's a little bit of a debate right now because some people, they get sick, probably because they don't drink so much milk and they get like the diarrhea. But I have diarrhea when I eat hot pot. So anyway, I love Blue Glass. I was gonna get something, but then like I just felt overwhelmed by looking at all those yogurts because normally I just order on my phone and I get like the collagen bubble one. And then the only one they had there was like so big. And I'm just not that hungry. There's just a lot of pop-ups today and markets that are not normally in this area. Maybe they're going to start changing and doing pop-ups just to make money for the economy. But normally I don't see these here. So I recorded that girl with the dog because I was here like a month ago and the whole second floor of the pool area is finished. When I was here last time, nothing was done. So they get stuff done really quickly in China, which is like a stereotype, but it's true. And then I've never been to this part over here, like a little park. And because I have a dog, I just think of like my dog running here every time I see some grass. But they don't allow dogs. And I walk my dog a lot, but I can't walk her in here. And I swear, like a year ago, you could have dogs in here. When I was walking out, I saw the stroller the girl had her dog in. And I was talking to the worker in Chinese. My Chinese is so, but I try. And the guy said you can have dogs here, but they need to go in the stroller. And then when I was leaving, a guy and his girlfriend and their big husky came. And he said that they can still go inside, but they need some like big cover over the dog. So I don't know. Those people also said before you could bring your dog here, but you can bring your dog. It has to fit in the stroller, or maybe if you bring a muzzle or something, I don't know, but my dog is 18 kg, and last time I was walking in there, it was not pleasant. So right now I'm on on Panyu Road, but if we just go a little bit more, there's more restaurants. Here's the gym Wheels, quite popular. Here you can see a lot of little shops. This white building next to the Crown Plaza Hotel is a movie theater, and here is some cafes. Wagas, I really like. It's a chain, Western food. I love Papa John's here. They have the cheese-filled pizza, and then McDonald's and some Chinese food. A lot of Westerners, they go to Alimentari, and I didn't know this, but each Alimentari has a different menu, and it's a different type of food. So one is like Mediterranean, one is Italian, and Piccolo, I don't know which one it is, maybe French. Here are some Chinese shops, because you guys can get a taste of like China. You can see the street is like super beautiful, and that's because I live in the French Concession. And I think a lot of people think the French Concession is like one area in Shanghai, and they see these photos and they think you go there and it's just one sec. But actually it's quite big because the French used to own this part of Shanghai, and that's why there's those buildings. And also you'll see old French buildings. So Colombia Circle, the history when you walk in on the wall tells you it's like historical buildings over a century old, and they try to contrast the old with the new. And then also when you see these streets, I think some of the brick and like this building behind me, people used to live there during the French times. Versus this building here, it's a Chinese build. And a lot of times the outside of the French buildings look really nice, but because of certain laws in China, people cannot construct the stairs. Those stairs, they're like so old and they're very steep and small. So it's actually, in my opinion, not so nice to live in those old buildings because it's uncomfortable to get upstairs. Yeah, so if you just walk in Changning, also walking in Xuhui and parts in Huangpu, you can see the French Concession, which just means old buildings when the French controlled Shanghai. We've arrived at another street I really like. Oh, sorry, child. I don't try to record people's faces, but when you're somewhere that's super busy, it's like almost impossible not to get people. You probably saw people with cameras, so I'm probably on camera. I don't try to focus on their face. I am aware that people don't like to be on camera, so I try to just get the scene sometimes, so don't hate me. I often go to Baker and Spice, Papito, and I see they have a bagel place coming, which I'm so excited because I love bagels and it's becoming popular here. And now I'm gonna take you to a park. No street sign here, but this is Xingfu Lu, and this is the back side of the park, and the front side is Huashan Lu. The park isn't really that big. I think it's like 1 kilometer when I walk around it because you can't have dogs inside. So many stray cats live here and people feed them. Oh, she's feeding them. I love when people do that. I'm not gonna talk to her though. Hey, babies. You waiting for your food? can see today the park is super lively. It's Wednesday, but because it's the people who are not at school or the family stayed in Shanghai. Also, maybe you saw the old people here. They're so cute. They're always outside playing cards. Sometimes they gamble for money. I don't know if those people were. I didn't see any money. I really love it here. The old people, they have their own community, which is just like super great to see. Okay, last place I want to take you today is a very famous building. It is the ship building. So the building is called the Wukang Building, also known as the Normandy Apartments. Anyway, it's super famous. If you guys do want to visit these apartments, take the Metro Line 11 to Jiaotong University. You can get off at Huaihuailu, exit 6, and you can just walk there like 5 minutes. And you're going to see it's going to be crowded because it's holiday, but this place is always crowded. And often when I walk Leona, I will sometimes go that way, but I do like walking over there. I hate how busy it is. So now I'm on Huashan. This area is more, I would say, like industrial. But if you go that way more, it takes you to Shuhui area, really nice. And if you keep going straight, you go to Shujiahui. This road's quite busy. I don't feel like talking like a crazy person in front of people. Although I don't really care. After this year, I don't really care what people think. That's why my hair is pink. It looks great. Here, look at this house. French concession area. It's super beautiful. And I have to move in a couple months, and I kind of want to move to Shuhui, but I really love this neighborhood. I think it's so beautiful. But I'm hoping Shuhui also has French concession. So hopefully I can move somewhere with a nice view, because my view right now is just like the building next door. I will also do a video of my neighborhood at nighttime, because these roads at night are just like so beautiful. Anyways, about this building, unpopular opinion, or maybe popular opinion and no one's voicing their own opinion, I don't think this building's that cool. Yeah, it's cool, but it's not so cool for like all the tourists that come to it. This building is also quite a similar building in New York and Paris. So you'll know what I mean when you see it. And the reason it's famous here is because of the architecture. It's a historical building. And also, a lot of famous celebrities lived in this building. So also a lot of people who like these celebrities, whether you know about their culture or not, people really care what you think about them. Since celebrities lived in this building, a lot of people take a picture in front of this building just to show like you were here. At least that's my understanding of it. Anyway, if I was a tourist, I wouldn't come to this building. That's my point. If you're a tourist, don't come here. It's not worth the hype. If you live here, definitely come here, but come here during like the middle of the day. It still will be busy, but opposed to like Saturday or Friday evening, or any evening when it's going to be like crazy busy, and you're going to see people doing like photo shoots and stuff outside. If you like crowds, you don't care then. But if you go to Paris and New York, similar building, you guys, you don't need to come here to see it, or just check out my video and I show it to you. Some cafes in this area can be expensive because it's by this building, but just check out some other ones and you'll find one decent price. There's Starbucks here, Starbucks everywhere. Starbucks is the same price everywhere. And then there's Baker and Spice here, which we just passed the Baker and Spice. And I like to come to that one because the view is nice. But you guys don't need to go there. Those are like chains. You can just go to a nice cafe and try the coffee. Whoa, is this a fake building? You know online how they say there's those fake buildings? This looks like a fake building. Why is this building so thin? Building's not fake, it's behind me. Has a really nice jazz center inside. Literally so beautiful, but this pollen is gonna kill me. I need to get inside. So, this shipbuilding is on the road, Xingguo Road. Probably pronounced it wrong. Here's the street sign here. I told you it's holiday, really busy, more busy than normal. Police here to control the crowds, which is great. Because people will stand in the middle of the street for their photo. So let me just... Here's the building. This building. So crowded. Building is here. I don't like to come to this area when it's like this, but I just want to make a point. I don't think you can even see how many people are here from my camera, but it's a lot. Because every corner has people, because they're trying to get the best angle of this. And I'm gonna try to take a selfie. Let me see. Let me stand by this dog. Is it a dog? Oh, it's a cat. You are so cute. Oh, this makes me so annoyed. Okay, I'm gonna just take a photo in front of this police car. He might be mad at me. Please don't be. Crazy crowds. It's like longer than the lines at Disney, which are also like 3 hours long. I will post a video of when I went to Disney almost a year ago now, but I will post that video soon. It's kind of overwhelming. As a tourist, I wouldn't recommend it, but I would recommend you explore the areas I've showed you today. Maybe find a cafe. Maybe at nighttime or early in the morning, this place is better to come and get a nice photo. Okay, so if you're interested, this walk around my neighborhood was 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles, 6,000 steps. So thanks for watching me and joining me on a stroll in my neighborhood, Changning. Changning is huge. Okay, there's other parts of Changning that if you go to Changning, you won't be in this area. So every district in Shanghai is really big. But I'm going to end my video here. Leave comments, leave likes. Let me know what else you want to see, and stay tuned for when I show you my neighborhood at night. And say ciao to the crowd. Happy holiday. Happy Labor Day.